What up YouTube, it's your boy ProfessorStix and I'm back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today we're going to be comparing the newly buffed PPSh versus the AK74u. We'll be looking at these stats. I'll be sharing with you guys the recoil pattern and the best attachments. We're going to find out if the PPSh is top dog in Warzone. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make Warzone tips and tricks videos and I compare the best weapons in Warzone. Let's get into it. Now, when we're looking at the weapon stats, the PPSh has an ADS speed of 182 milliseconds and the AK74u has an ADS speed of 215 milliseconds. The movement speed for the PPSh is 5 meters per second and the AK74u has a movement speed of 4.9 meters per second. The reload speed on the PPSh is 1.86 seconds and the reload speed on the AK74u is 2.15 seconds. The rate of fire on the PPSh is 908 rounds per minute and the AK74u has a rate of fire of 696 rounds per minute. Let's get into the damage profile. All right, so taking a look at the damage profile, the PPSh now does 36 damage to the head, which means it now takes one less shot to down a fully armored opponent. It takes 7 shots to down a fully armored opponent. The AK74u does 56 damage to the head, which means it's going to take 5 shots to down a fully armored opponent. The PPSh now does 28 damage to the chest, which means it's now going to take 9 shots to down a fully armored opponent. The AK74u does 35 damage to the chest, which means it's going to take 8 shots to down a fully armored opponent. Now, the PPSh did have its damage fall off buffed to 18 meters, and the AK74u had its damage fall off nerfed to 13.5 meters. Let's take a look at the time to kill. If you're hitting all of your headshots, the PPSh is going to down a fully armored opponent in 396 milliseconds. If you're hitting all of your headshots with the AK74u, you're going to down a fully armored opponent in 345 milliseconds. If you're hitting all of your chest shots, you're going to down a fully armored opponent with the PPSh in 529 milliseconds compared to the AK74u, which does that in 603 milliseconds. With the PPSh, you do have to hit 4 headshots to reduce your time to kill to 463 milliseconds, which is an 8 shot to kill. With the AK74u, if you hit 1 headshot, you're going to reduce your time to kill to 517 milliseconds. If you hit 2 or 3 headshots, you are going to reduce your time to kill to 431 milliseconds. All right, let's get into the recoil pattern. All right, so quick glance at the recoil pattern. Honestly, not much to say here, guys. Pretty standard S-shaped recoil pattern on the PPSh, which is on the left, and the AK74u is on the right. Very vertical, kind of veering off into the right. All right, let's get into the attachments. All right, so for the attachments, you're gonna want to go with the sound suppressor, which has been recently buffed. This is going to bring you sound suppression. It's going to increase your ADS speed, it's going to increase your bullet velocity, and it's going to increase your sprint to fire speed. It's going to decrease your effective damage range, but we're using this as a close range option anyways. It's our SMG. Then for the barrel, you're going to want to go with the task force barrel. This is going to increase your effective damage range, increase your bullet velocity, and also increase your strafe speed. No need to worry about the negatives on the vertical recoil or the horizontal recoil because we're going to be using this at pretty close range. For the ammunition, you're going to want to go with the 55 round drum mag or the 71 round drum mag. It's really up to you which magazine you want to go with. The Raider stock is always best to go with. It's going to increase your movement speed when you're ADSing. Also, it's going to increase your sprint to fire. And lastly, you're going to want to go with the Tiger Team Spotlight. For the AK74u, you're going to want to go with the sound suppressor. Again, recently buffed. Your sound suppression, it's going to increase your ADS speed, increase your bullet velocity, and increase your sprint to fire. It is going to decrease your effective damage range. However, this is mostly meant to be used for close range combat. You're going to use the task force barrel. This is going to increase your strafe speed, increase your bullet velocity, and then also give you a slight boost to your effective damage range. You're going to want to go with the bruiser grip. I think the AK74u is really good for hip firing, and so you're going to want to use the bruiser grip, which is going to boost your movement speed and also boost your hip fire accuracy. Then also you're going to want to go with the 50 round drum mag and then the KGB skeletal stock. All right, guys, let's get into my final thoughts. The PPSh is right up there with the best SMGs in Warzone. I think the new buff to the damage brings the time to kill right in line with the Bullfrog, and it's got that range. It's got that incredible low recoil, which makes it easy for new players, and skilled players are going to be able to use this to really get a decent time to kill if they're looking to take on multiple enemies, just because the attachments that are available for the PPSh. The AK74u, really great for tight close range combat, not going to be good for those further distance fights. But if you're looking to kind of storm a building and you want a weapon that's going to deal high damage, but it's going to require skill because you want to hit those headshots and it's going to be able to delete pretty quickly, then the AK74u is one of those weapons that you want to take a look at. All right, guys, that's it for me. Just wanted to cover this one very quickly so that you guys can see the new buffed PPSh and how it stacks up against other SMGs. All right, guys, as always, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can find your way back for more Call of Duty content. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.